Hello guys, so welcome to another section, and this section is coming from the naming of organic compounds, where this is the first ever but we're going to tackle it, right? So how do we name? You have to recall the rules. So the rule number one says count the longest carbon atom. That's rule number one. The rule number two says you should identify the functional group. The rule number three says we should start counting from the side that the substituent is closer to the end, right? So what are the substituents? Substituents are simply attachments. So all these things we just said, let's put it into practice. Now, counting the longest carbon chain. So we can call these carbon 1, call these carbon 2, call these carbon 3, call these carbon 4, call these carbon 5. Now, carbon 5 is known as PET, right? One carbon atom is called MET, two carbon atom is called HET, 3 is called prop, 4 is called BOT, then 5 is called PET. So this is PET. Now the second thing is to identify the functional group. Is it double bond? Is it single bond? Is it triple bond? You can clearly see these are single bond. So therefore, this is an alkane, and single bond is an alkane, double bond is alkene, triple bond is alkyne. So when we combine these two, the longest carbon atoms and the functional group together, this will give birth to what we know as petane, right? Now the next thing is not to look for the attachment. What is the attachment? The attachment is CH3. So we can name. Now the first thing, the longest plus the functional group, which is the pentane, is the root name or the root hydrocarbon. So let's now start counting the substituent that is closer to the end, which is the attachment that is closer to the end. If we start counting from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we start counting from here, the attachment is at a position 4, and the rule says it should be closer to the end. So let's start counting from here. We have 1, 2. At position 2, we'll see this attachment, right? And what is rule number 4? Rule number 4 says that if the attachment exceeds 1, right, the same attachment exceed 1, we should use the prefix. So what is the prefix? Mono means 1, di means 2, tri means 3. All right, so let's stop there. Now moving forward, right, how do we now name? So at position 2, we have 2-methyl group. So this now becomes 2,2-dimethyl. Then the parent name is pentane. Now this might look strange to you, but I tell you, in our course Introduction to Organic Chemistry, we did a number of questions like this. We've done it, and we'll look at the rules. You have to know the rules for it to be simpler to you. So if you've not seen that video, please do wait to go and look at it.